Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to play 2 games on chess.com with my new chess.com account. So the opening I'm going to play doesn't have a name, at least for now, and I'm calling it the elbow opening, which I presented in my yesterday's tutorial video. So in case you didn't watch that, you'll find the link in the comment section down below. And hey, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. That's how you show some love. Right, so let's see how my elbow opening will go against some random chess players. Right, so I'm playing against a 2039 rated opponent, and there we see the Sicilian defense. Let me go pawn to d3 and then c3 later on, then queen c2. That's my plan, and this is what I discussed in my yesterday's video. The idea is to go knight bd2, given a chance, and in case of d5 by black, I'll just play knight bd2. Okay, d6, there we see d6. So I think let me just go pawn to c3 here, sticking to my plan, right? So I'm just trying to avoid theory and play normal chess. So I want to play bishop e3 now. Or maybe bishop f4. Yeah, bishop f4 provokes e5, which I want. So bishop f4. I want to see pawn to e5 by black. So first bishop f4, then I develop my queen's knight on d2. Knight to f6 by black. So given a chance, I would love to castle long, but the normal way to go is castling short if you want to be successful with this weird opening. So I'm just showing you the safest way to play the game of chess, you know, without having to worry about theory or any kind of preparation. So right now I'm just playing chess. As you can see, I have any weaknesses. By the way, b5 doesn't scare me. By the way, castling long is not the idea in this opening. You always want to castle short. Let me go a4 first, challenging black's b5 pawn. If pawn to b4, I'll just maintain my queenside pawns. So the idea is to maintain my c3 pawn, whatever black is going to do. So knight gf3, knight c6 by black. And now I can plant my knight on g5, I guess. Yeah, you always want to have a pawn on c3 stopping knight d4 or knight b4 in the near future. So there we see bishop b7. I think let me just castle short here, is it? Or what can I do? Maybe I play f3 and then pawn to g4 so that later on I can push my h-pawn. Yeah, let me try f3. So the plan is to go g4 next. If pawn takes, I'll have... Okay, so there we see e5. I should retreat my bishop for safety. Okay. And d5. But d5 hangs the pawn on c5. So bishop takes c5 makes a lot of sense, attacking the rook. What is that? Seems like I can take the rook on f8, right? I think black rushed with pawn takes. Let me check back with my light square bishop first. And then I have a sacrifice on g6. Things look pretty good for me, you guys. So, yeah, I can sacrifice my bishop. Yeah, this looks intuitive. No. Oh, God, I was supposed to go knight e6. Double attacking the queen and the king. That was a mouse slip, but I don't like making excuses, you know. After sacrificing my bishop on g6, I was supposed to play knight e6 check, double attacking the queen and the king. So I was going to win the queen, but I kind of pre-moved bishop takes g6 and queen takes g6. This is bad. I feel like resigning. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Yep. I need to be true to myself. I was winning completely. Actually, I was winning because black's queen was going to die anyway. So let me just play one more move and resign, just to show respect to my opponent. This is very bad, and I have 9 seconds. Yeah, I think let me just resign. Yep, let me just resign. This is it. If I had enough time, I could have continued. By the way, this was very much playable, and I guess I had some advantage somewhere, but with 9 seconds, that was so frustrating. Anyways, let me play another game to revenge. What a shame. Losing is so painful, you guys, but not in this way. Anyway, right, so game number 2. This time I need to be very careful and, avoid unnecessary pre-moves. d3 once again. So the idea is to go knight bd2, pawn to c3, and queen c2. Okay, there we see an early pawn to d5. I can still go knight bd2 if I want, but let me try the Tennyson Gambit. Knight f3, expecting pawn takes. Yep. So knight g5, counter-attacking the pawn. So this is basically the Tennyson Gambit modified. Yeah, I never covered this in my yesterday's tutorial video, but I'm just experimenting, you know, trying to transpose this back to the Tennyson Gambit. If h6, I take on f7. Yeah, even knight f6 allows knight takes f7 sacrifice, so I'm double attacking the queen and the rook. Wow, king takes. Now I can go bishop g6, check, and win the free queen, right? Just like what we do in the Tennyson Gambit. Oh, there's a better move, bishop c4 check. Instead of going bishop g6, either ways, I'm going to win black's queen on d8 for free. So if I go bishop c4 check and black plays knight d5, I'll simply take the knight. So otherwise, I'm going to win black's queen on d8 for free. So bishop c4 check first. Let's see what black is going to do here. So I'm about to win the free queen. If king e8 is played, I'm just going to play bishop f7 check, and then win the free queen on d8. The same stuff that we do even in the Tennyson Gambit. And this is how history may repeat itself, even in real life. Wow. This is great, you guys. So there we see king e8. Now bishop f7 check, and then win the free queen. So everything is working according to my plan. Knight c6. I guess I can safely go queen c7 this time, because black's pawn on e7 is pinned to the king. So black doesn't have pawn to e5 to trap my queen. Under normal circumstances, you don't want to take on c7 or to play queen c7, especially if black's king is on g6. So this is safe. If knight d5 is played, I'll just play queen g3. Again, you need to develop this skill of prediction, you guys, predicting moves. Don't just calculate your moves. You should also try by all means to calculate or predict your opponent's moves. g6. g6 allows me to castle shot in piece O, develop my bishop or my knight. There are so many things I can do here, even queen b3. But let me just castle shot, putting my king to safety. Bishop g7. I have queen b3, by the way, but if I play queen b3, black may play bishop e6. So first I play rook e1 to meet bishop e6 in advance, and then it is safe to play bishop f5. Now I can play queen b3, pinning the knight to the king and also attacking the b7 pawn. So in some lines, if bishop e6 is played, I can even sacrifice my rook and then develop my queen's knight somehow, or take on b7 and start, taking all of those pieces, the knights. Okay, knight b4 is a clever move. I didn't calculate for this, but is it? What if I play a3? Did I blunder something here? Bishop takes c2. Oh, I have a check. I have an intermediate move. Queen f3 check. So that's the savior though. And then on the next move, I'm going to capture the free knight. Wow, I'm so lucky. That was going to be very bad for content. I mean, losing 2 games in a row. Right, so the game is well simplified. And now I have an option to take on b7 if I want to. But that will allow black to activate his other h-rook. So bishop g5, just, simplifying the position further. I just want to take on f6, by the way, taking black's bishop. See, when you have a lead in development or a positional advantage, or when you are up material, you need to start exchanging pieces but not pawns. So knight d3 by black, attacking my innocent rook. Oh, but I can take on e7. Is that a blunder or something? Because my plan is to take on f6 with my queen, and that'll be check. And I don't see any immediate checkmate here, but let me just go for it, baby. So queen takes f6 check, queen e7 check, right? Yep. What else? Maybe queen check again, queen e6 check. Yeah, and then I'll play knight c3 and go knight b5 or knight d5 check. Yeah, so knight c3 and then knight d5 next. Oh, and that's it. So I won my second game to revenge, what happened in my first game. So I won this game with 96% accuracy level. And oh, it seems like I had one brilliancy. Let's see what that brilliancy was. Also, that was knight takes f7. Stockfish thought this was the brilliancy. Anyways, just a normal tennis on Gambit sacrifice. Right. I hope you guys learned one or two things from this video, and let me know if you enjoy this series because I've been doing this for quite some time now. Also, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel for us to grow, and follow me on Patreon, which is my membership page where I post other premium content as well as other study materials that I can't post on YouTube due to certain restrictions. Right there, you'll also find my courses listed. Right. Until next time, bye bye.